we're back. I think that was my Windows, something updating in Windows. And now we're just doing the other side. We're going to see lots of movement in the black with the carving loop as we are sort of doing a very rough carving of files at the moment. So that should be a rough shape. There's a bit more to take off that side. Now once we've got the rough shape, we can then add any flourishes that we want to. But we want to sort of put some more sculpting into the side of the pen, so it's got concave on one side, or get the sort of rounded edges properly done. And the idea is when I've sort of got to a point where I'm comfortable doing shapes like this, I can do more shapes. I know I've done a skull before, and I've done obviously the heart before. I've done a couple of hearts, I've done a couple of skulls. I want to be able to do more different shapes. I've played with doing letters in the ends. So you can probably hear that rain quite loudly because the camera's quite high up. And it's only about half a metre to the roof. That's the rain. So maybe you can see that. Try and get a shadow on it. And there's the heart. Again, that's actually quite a nice shot there. You can see it. There, right, lock one, that's the one. So that's the idea of the heart to begin with. I wanted to make it so that we could do shapes which basically ended up being wax stamps at the end of the pen. So this is when we switch over to the sandpaper and we just use little bits. Little bits. Just to make that final sort of organic shape. I'm not going to try anything special on this one. I'm just going to try and make a nice heart. This will get sanded anyway, so we are looking at here is the basic shape, and it'll get sanded. So some of the rougher details will go, and then once it's sanded, what we'll do is we'll sort of have another look, see what's going on with it. See how that's worked. We're just getting rid of the rough edges at the moment. Obviously concentrating on the shaft. I need to take off some more of this. We're not affecting the actual shape here, we're just cutting a bit behind it to make that silhouette a bit better. So this detail, this blank, it's quite hard to see. But yeah, you can see it like there. Right around. That's the best way to see it. Upside down like that. And then you can see the middle at the top. Hello. How are you? Right. So that is that one done. Let's see if I can get that. Which way do I need to turn that? My head's not working. There we go. So you see, so that way. Okay, I could turn it the right way. You see what that is? No, because I keep turning it the wrong way. It's really hard when the camera's a different orientation to where my fingers are working. I'm trying to direct my fingers by looking at the camera. Because to me, that's down. Right. There we go. So that's the practice run of the carving I'm doing. It's not very clear on this blank, unfortunately. But believe me when I say it sort of looks like a heart. Right. So this is going to be the practice run for the pen itself. So I've done a practice run on the blank, and we shall put that there. We still can't see that. No, looks pretty awful. Oh well. But we shall do a practice run anyway. So we've already rounded off those corners. So we're going to do for some reason I've got Pet Sematary by the Ramones stuck in my head. So use the narrow wedge. Right, so moving it towards the light is sideways, so no, is down. So towards the light is down, away from the light is up, towards the sandpaper is up, and towards the vice is down. Sorry, towards the sandpaper is across, towards the vice is across the other way. Right, I'm never going to remember this. This is going to do my head in. Oh well. Fun and games. So we'll start off by... This is always the nervous bit, doing first. So we're using these vices. No, we are using files that I don't use very often. So just a reminder, I will be I'm waiting for a call on my boss Um, Just that one. Round that off a little bit. Right, so that's that bit sort of done. You see, I haven't gone down as far as I thought I would. So just going to cut off those corner bits, hopefully round that off a bit, and it should look like a heart. Should. Feel free to ask any questions like, why the hell do you do this to yourself? Or how on earth are you going to sand that sort of shiny? Or who on earth would want a heart on the end of their pen? Or anything like that. No, that didn't work. No. Right. So it helps with the paint marker. I've got somewhere to guide me. Although without that going on, well, I've sold. How many have I sold? I've sold 2. It's one of the first pens I sold actually. There's a pen with a heart carved into the end of it. The first one I made was for my daughter. Back in the days when I was only advertising on Reddit. And I got a nice lady from America wanted to buy a pen off of me. Okay, hello. I'm having a nice chilled session today. I'm even sitting down, although I think I've left my peanuts in the house. Where's my food? already been going an hour and I've only done 2. So this is going to be probably going to take quite a while to do these. I've not been going that quickly. Been nattering to myself. I have got 3 to do and 1 possibly. Right, so it's towards the light, it's down. Aha. Can you see that? Is that? Does that look anything like a heart? some of the dust might help a little bit. I think I'm not too happy with this side, but that side's all right. I think it's because I've carved a little bit too much here, but overall it's not too bad. I think once that yes. I have got a face mask. I really should wear the face mask. But yeah. Right, I'm going to have to quickly round off the edges of these ones because I've forgotten to do it. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to do a heart on this one or not. I mean, it is an anniversary present, so probably should. Right, I will be, you'll probably still see me over on the small camera, sort of down. See if I can point to where the camera is. Down. So it's towards the sandpaper and towards there, down there. Right, here we go. So now they're now both prepped for the shaping. Sounds like a horror film, doesn't it? The Shaping. Soon at cinemas near you. The Shaping. Yeah, problem is, my mask is dusty on the inside. Gonna sound like Darth Vader, I do warn you. Right, so this one. This is the customer. Well, not the customer. just want to end up in America. So this is the part of the workshop where if you had a cocaine habit, no one would know. So I'm just marking a centre line going up the blank so that I've got somewhere to point to. Put that like that, then I can see the peaks of the heart there. So I'm going to sort of carve it so that I've got enough room either side. Where are my peanuts? Where did I put them? I want it in pot, so that I reckon I left it in the house. I've got a cramp in my foot. I'll just sort of do that with them. Just give that how to actually show where the heart is. I still can't. Right, so the light is down, so that way. The light is down, there we go. Is that better? Now that I've coloured in the end of it, you can see what it's supposed to look like. I keep on tilting the wrong way. See, there we go, perfect. Yeah, the person that this for, their favourite colour is fuchsia, so I tried to do a fuchsia mix. These are basically pink. What do you mean, get it in the blank? I do not understand. No comprende. That's the limit of my Spanish. I carved it like I'm doing with this one. So this is one of my hand carved models. That I don't do very often. In fact, I never do these for general sale because they are a bit of pain, but I don't know if they would sell. these are sort of special request ones. What was that? Oh, hello. Thank you for following. Still can't get used to these noises. No, I wasn't at the Newcastle show. I was at the Birmingham. This one's a bit better, right? So towards that is that, okay? That's much better. Set the shape. I'm happy with that. I think that's the best one I've done so far. Newcastle is just too far for us to travel. We're based in deepest, darkest Wales. So, yeah, Newcastle is just a little bit too far. No, the green was literally just there to make it more obvious to the camera. That way. Yeah, that way. So that's the two we've done so far. And then there was the practice one, which we'll colour that one in as well. Probably still won't be able to see it, it's green. So that was the practice. Like I said, this is the first time I've done one of these in 2 years. Well, longer than 2 years actually. I've done 3 in total. I've done one for my daughter, which was the first one I did, and then I did one for the client, and I did another one for a client about a year later. So this one's for my niece. Her favourite colours are blue and turquoise. So I did sort of a seascape blank for her. We're going to do it like that, so it's like a little yin yang type effect. If you bear with me, I just need to go get a snack because my tummy's grumbling. And I'm back. And I'm back with my snack. Peanuts. And sweeties. This is stable for hunger for a little bit. Where are you based now? NC. Which one's NC? Check something. That is. Bear with me, please. American snacks tend to be full of sugar. I know. I've been over there. Well, been over there once, and all I remember is that everything had sugar in it. I didn't mind at the time. I really liked the sweeties. can't really see the green on. That was a good angle. You can see the shape now. Yeah. Okay. Right. So that's the 3 hearts done. Only took an hour and a half. So it took an hour to do the first. Well, actually, no, they're about half an hour each because I've done 4 in total. Where's the. Just under half an hour each. So they're all ready to be sanded now. Oh no, that bit takes care of itself because you started with the round blank. You're just shaving off, and all you do is shave at an angle, and it takes care of the transition into the round. Because I haven't touched. If you look at this one, for example, that end's round. That end's got the heart in, and if you look at the sides, they've just all there. It's just carved in at an angle. So the transition takes care of itself. And then when you sand it, those transitions will be smoothed out a bit because the sanding will be in that direction and it will just sort of smooth out the rough edges. I take the mask off now. I hate that thing. I have some more nutty nuts. Are you guys determined to make me hungry? Right, so we can put away the most of the files now because we're done with those. Move the heat right away as well. And the wires. Right, so why did I put the barrels over there? I need barrels. So we're going to start off with this one. So I've shaped one of these before on a stream. So I'm going to do a curve there. I've not done one with metal in. So the trick with metal is that, or the problem with metal, I should say, not the trick, is that the metal is harder than the plastic. And so you can get it so that when you're filing, you end up with a ridge, which is not the best. That way. What side? What side will I want to look at more? That side or that side? That side. mind. This is my heating. Blimey, that's a lot of travelling. Healthy lunch part 2. Right. So, still not. Right, so now the flat bit which acts as the roll stop. Okay, so what did I do with the other one? Let's have a look. Right, so there's the cap to that done. It's not going to work at the moment because there's still that bit of copper in there, but we'll get rid of that once we finish. I'm just going to do a standard shape on this one, I think. I threaded it yet? No, that still needs threading and putting together properly. But yeah, and that needs sanding properly at the end there as well, because at the moment there's a dip where the copper is thinner than the plastic, so that still needs a lot of work to do on it, but most of that could be done with the set shaping and the sanding and whatnot. So I'm going to cut it short, so it'll probably end up being about that short. Just do a curved end on the end, or not a curve, but how these ended up, how these started off, that's what ends it's going to have on it. The standard. Going to turn that bit off. Going to sand this so that that's flush, and then that'll be that done, ready for giving it to my wife on our anniversary and Halloween. Yay! So they're ready to be sanded. So they could go in the pot as well. So I was just deciding where I'm going to put the flat bit and the carved out bit. So I want to try and get rid of this red line. So that's where the flat bit is going to go. So I'm going to carve out most of that to get rid of it. Don't like it. Oh, what? I've uncovered a really big bubble. It shouldn't be too hard to fill, and it's right in the end, so it's not that much of a problem, but it's annoying. Although I have got enough room to play with, so I could just make the dip in the end more pronounced to get rid of it entirely. Rachel, can you use the whisper? If you whisper, if you want to give out your email or whatever, just use the whisper function, because then it won't appear publicly on the stream. If you're wondering why I'm not doing anything, it's so I can make an area that I can cut out. So I can put this through the editing software, cut it out, and cut back in when the email address is off the screen. So if you guys type some nonsense in until that's scrolled off the screen, you'd be doing me a favour. Or I could type some nonsense. Very good point. Almost. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Leviathan. Another friendly pen maker. In fact, Mr. Leviathan, let's do some cross marketing here. Mr. Leviathan, do you want to put up your Instagram details so people can see your pens? No problem at all. I'm pretty sure that I have one of his earlier pens that was a Secret Santa. Your third pen ever. It still gets used. Please just message me. I love getting random messages from other pen makers. So, depending on how thick the pen is, has an impact on how deep these thumbprint things can go. So I try and keep the proportion the same. So proportionally, the cap is about 1.5 mil wider than the barrel. So whatever size the barrel is, 1.5 mil bigger than that. That's the cap size. So these thumb imprints are similar. I quite like that now. That's sort of, that effect of that pink has sort of almost disappeared, but it's still sort of there. There's a slight hint. Oh, and I got the bubble out at the end as well. Right. So first one finished. I've got the let's see if I can get that so you can actually see it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yay, there we go. So we've got the cutout on the end there. Then we've got the fun bit there. And the flat bit there. And then on the end, we've got the heart. That. Oh, we can't bloody see that side. There's me going, oh look, it doesn't roll away. It's off camera. Obviously, it doesn't work if you properly whack it, but it, as I say, assists in the non-rolling of it. Doesn't stop it entirely. And then we've got the section there. So that's the first one ready for sanding. Right, so these sides are pretty rough, so I'm going to sand those quickly. Hello, how are you? Coughing your lungs out? Oh no. Just so you know, we've got another pen maker in at the moment, and he's just shared his Instagram, and I'm just going to copy paste it for stupid thing. Just going to copy paste it for you. There you go. So that was going to go with that one. That was going to go with that one. Fiona, we have done the carving of the hearts. Would you like to see them? So I've coloured them in green so they're easier to see. There's that one. So this is the one for my niece, if I can work out. And then this was the practice run. And then that's the final one. Still think that's the best one I've done. Right, so we've got some bubbles down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use those bubbles to indicate which side we're going to carve flat to get rid of the bubbles. Needs must and all that. So we've got the bubble there, bubble there. So we're going to carve the dip there. And the bubbles are gone. Hey! We did have another pen maker in here. Let's see if he's still here. Yeah, E.E. Turnings is still here. one advantage of doing carved pens like this is that you can just carve the bubbles out. So this next one. So again, we've got the carved end there, and the thumb dip, and the flat bit, and then the heart on the end. Right. Yeah, take care, man. Could I do this model with a curved end on the barrel? Normally it has a sort of curved flat end, so it's like that. But instead of having something carved into the end of it like these ones, it's just normal round end. That's the basic model. This is a special adaptation thing. So basically, there is an option which never gets picked on my website called an Eris. Now, Eris was the two reasons it's called an Eris. Eris is the Greek goddess of chaos and discord, and each of these carved ends tends to be a bit different, so they're quite chaotic. And also, the first one I did was for my daughter Eris. So there you go. And basically, that design choice covers you for me carving pretty much anything I can manage into the end here. So I've done skulls, I've done hearts, and that's it so far. I'm trying to get to the ability where I can do letters. So the idea is that eventually what I want to do is have them as wax stamps. It's on the website. There might not be any pictures of it, but I'm pretty sure it's on the website. That's the denspens.co.uk one, not the shop. Yeah, I don't tend to make this model for sale, the one with the carved ends, because everyone's choices are different on this one, so I'd never be able to judge what people will want. And if I do one for each letter of the alphabet, that's like 26 pence. Let's think then. What time is it? Oh, 3. So they're going to finish at 4. We'll probably finish carving, well, not carving, but finish shaping these, and then I'll sand them next week. I've got something I need to package up for sending out in the house. So. Hello. How are you, Jim? So Jim is another pen maker from the States. Jim, feel free to pop your Instagram or whatever in the chat so that people can see your pens. Absolutely no problem with other pen makers putting their details in the chat on here. There we go. There's the last one done. So again, we've got the cutout there. We've got the fun bit there, and the flat bit there, which is almost a smooth transition from barrel to cap. And we've got the carved heart in the end. So all those three there are now ready for sanding. So there's the pink and blue. Oh. Sit down and just chat now. From the link on the website. Hold on a second, I shall check. Let's have a look. Which pen material was it? The 1 second, I'll get you the proper link. Might have taken it off. Looks like I might have no, it looks like I've taken it off, because I haven't made, like I said, I haven't made any in years, so it's one of those ones that I ended up taking off, but it's still an option. I mean, I don't mind carving stuff into pens for people. Just put it in the notes if you want on order or anything like that. I mean, I think I've still got the photos of the original one I did. I know it's definitely on the Facebook Dens Pens page because it's the banner. Let's have a look. It's the only name that really fit. What's funny is the guy that was my best man had a cat called Eris, and so our friends that sort of knew each other thought that we'd name the cat after, sort of thought we'd name our child after the cat. It's going to take an age to load this. Try that. No, it's not on there. It's not on there. It's been taken off the website. Like I said, I haven't made many. No one ever asked for it. I might reintroduce it at some point. It's typical. We're just about to shut the stream and 8 viewers. Okay. Right, so I think I'm gonna shut things down there. 10 minutes early, but when this goes up on YouTube, I will make that edit so that Rachel's email address doesn't come up. Yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for keeping me company. And reminding me that I needed to wear a mask when it was very dusty. I shall catch you later. Take care. Yeah, you too. Have a good week. I won't be on tomorrow. I've got family down, so the next one's probably going to be Wednesday next week. I am away in Ireland on business for a couple of weeks here and there, leading up to Christmas. So I'll have to think. Yeah, see you Wednesday. I'll take care. Have a good one.